Hi, I'm Margaret. I hope the week has started well for you. I've got a lovely summer dish for you today. It's a strawberry sherry trifle and it's delicious. I like to use quite a sturdy Swiss roll for this recipe. We're going to pour jelly onto it later and it needs to keep its shape. I'm using little bowls today, but you can just as easily make this into one large bowl. I like to squash the Swiss roll onto the side of the glass. That way you can see them later. They look quite pretty. The amount of sherry you use is really up to you. I like to drizzle a little bit onto the Swiss roll before I even start making the jelly. A few chopped strawberries is always nice with the jelly as well. When you make up the jelly, follow the instructions on the packet, but replace a little of the water with the leftover sherry. This gives it a nice boozy flavour and makes the strawberries taste even nicer. I ended up using a second packet of jelly. I'd forgotten how deep these glasses are. Pop the milk into the pan and warm it up. Then mix the rest of the ingredients together in a bowl. This recipe gives a nice thick custard, which is lovely with desserts and cold dishes. In fact, I used this recipe in my Star Spangled Tarts, if you remember, a few weeks ago. When you mix it together, make sure you've got a nice smooth paste and there aren't any lumps left in the mixture. Next, we're going to add the warm milk, a little bit at a time. To make it easier, I'm popping a cloth underneath the bowl. Make sure that each splash of milk is well mixed in before you add the next. Then, when you've loosened up the mixture, pop it back into the pan and warm it through again until it gets nice and thick. While it's on the stove, keep stirring, making sure that you don't get any lumps. We're looking for a really smooth consistency. Then pop it into a bowl, into the fridge to cool completely. If you pop a bit of cling film on, right on top of the custard, it will stop it forming a skin and it'll be much easier to pop on top of the trifles then. I like to use a packet of Dream topping for the top layer because it reminds me of the trifles that we used to have when I was a child. Just follow the instructions on the packet. If you prefer, you could always use whipped cream instead. That looks like it's nice and thick. We're ready now to put the trifle together. Those of you with a keen eye might have noticed there's only 2 trifles left now. Truth is, we couldn't resist. We had them last night before I'd finished filming. So let's add the custard and finish off with the dream topping. Whenever I make a trifle now, I can't help but think about the Friends TV programme. The one where Rachel added a layer of beef sautéed with peas and onions. Nah, let's stick to the proper recipe, shall we? Adding the topping in dollops helps when you have to spread it around, then you don't drag the custard with it. You can decorate it with anything you like, of course. I always think it's nice to have strawberries on top of a strawberry trifle. And with it being such a soft texture, I always add something a bit crunchy on top. These are pistachios. Well, while we dive into the finished trifle and enjoy the results, oh lovely, I'd just like to thank you for watching my recipe today. Have a good week, and I'll catch you really soon.